Morning. So you join me on a very wet Sunday in Sheffield. The rain has started for the World Final. Now, I am fully refreshed. Last night I was in a state of shock, frankly. And also I think I was a little bit tired on that video. I've decompressed, I'm relaxed. I'm now fully refreshed and raring to go for the best of 35. Got Sean Murphy against Wu Yeezer. Just before I get into that final, I've got to talk about Mark Allen again. I've seen a lot of post-match sort of stuff that he's done, reaction. He's obviously hugely disappointed. I mean, as you would be, obviously. Whether it's all the sort of bravado that he's okay. He seemed very compass mentis. It was probably the best post-match interview I've ever seen from someone who's had their dreams crushed about 5 minutes ago. It's interesting. I mean, the proof will be in the pudding in the next few years, I suppose, if he can bounce back. I really hope he can. God, if he makes a world final now, I, for one, will be absolutely delighted. I really, really hope he does now. It's almost like, I hate sportsmen like unfulfilled sort of journeys. It's nothing worse than that. Jimmy White, prime example. Everyone still wants him to win it every single year. And it's probably never going to happen. Well, it's never going to happen, let's be honest. But Mark Allen, I really hope he doesn't go down the same road. He's a 40-year-old man, so as I said last night, things only get tougher. But he's a world-class player. And, he said, if he misses blacks off the spot like that, he doesn't deserve to be in a world final. But I actually think, when I watched it back, he should have had his bridge hand on the table. I don't really understand why he didn't have his bridge hand on the table. He played with a loop bridge, but he's got quite a short action anyway. And he definitely could have fitted his bridge hand on the table. I think it was just nerves and pressure. And he just got down and played it. Maybe he should have just taken a bit of a breather, chilled out. It's really difficult to do in the moment. I mean, it's the best match I've ever seen. I wasn't I think the only one that rivals it, certainly from a World Championship point of view, is Karen Wilson, Anthony McGill in the COVID year. I didn't actually see that one live. Unfortunately, I was travelling back from somewhere, so I couldn't see it. But that was absolutely ridiculous last night. Anyway, commiserations to Mark Allen. I really, really hope he gets over it. And he's gone up in my estimation. He was actually in the Graduate last night. Like I said, probably going to have about a bottle of vodka to drown his sorrows, which is precisely what I'd do, to be fair. And, I really hope he does it. Well, I'll just have to see. On the subject of Sean Murphy, Wu Yeezer today, I mean, I've been thinking about it this morning. I think last night's going to affect Wu Yeezer, and I think Sean Murphy has to stamp all over it. He has to get a session lead this afternoon. He can't have finished media duties till about 1 a.m. He's due back I know he's a young lad, but he's due back at 1 p.m. today for a best of 35, biggest match of his life. I think Sean Murphy's going to win the first session. He'll be thoroughly refreshed. He'll probably have been laughing his head off last night at how long it was all going. It's going to be very, very interesting. I'm going to say Murphy 6-2. I think the other thing is, Wu Yeezer's going to have big problems with Sean Murphy's break-off, because if John Higgins is having problems with it, the whole tour needs to be worried, because he's the safety master. He gets things safe, and it's really, really difficult. He was getting it right every single time against Higgins. Really difficult to actually combat it. I mean, it's funny. It almost seemed like a trial during the Tour Championship that sort of worked and sort of didn't. But the World Championship, it's been absolutely revolutionary. It might change the game going forward, which is pretty fascinating. I think 6-2 Murphy after the end of this afternoon. We'll just have to see what happens. I'm just about to go in. Can't wait. I'm all aboard the Sean Murphy train. I really, really want him to win. I think Wu has got to match him in the early session. If he can keep doing what he was doing last night, I can't speak, because he was phenomenal last night. He did get a lot of luck, and obviously I've spoken about the black, but Wu Yiza was, let's not forget, this is a young lad, first semi-final, cleared up at 16 all to take it to a world final with, I've got to be honest, a minimum of fuss. I mean, the one pink wobbled, that was it. Everything else out of the pocket, you know. So yeah, here we go. And obviously for the financial train, I really want Murphy to win. Be a nice little 500 quid, that. Let's hope so. Anyway, I will catch up with you in between sessions later. Yeah, come on Murphy. Really can't wait for this final. Anyway, hope all of you enjoyed last night wherever you are, and over and out. Have a good one. Good evening. So I didn't do the video earlier because I'm unprofessional. Went to get some food and it was lovely. So before all, yeah, we use a Sean Murphy. A bit of a strange session. So Murphy came out playing really poorly. We did barely anything. Made some fairly rudimentary breaks with some mistakes. Not big breaks either, quite small ones, and sort of went into a 3-0 lead. Murphy spent ages in the third frame trying to get snookers. The balls were in incredible positions. I really don't understand how, to me, just playing safe is quite straightforward. Like, for a professional player, I know the tables are quick. For a professional player, the way the balls were, he really should have got a snooker that Wu Yiza would struggle with. But Wu Yiza's game, when his opponent needs snookers, is appalling. Someone needs to have a word with him, because if Murphy nicks one of these, it could turn the entire match. So Wu Yiza anyway went 3-0 up. Murphy hit a cracking break in before the mid-session, which seemed to settle him down, which made it 3-1. And then he came out after the mid-session looking $1 million. Won the first 3 frames, playing some great stuff, just hitting some great breaks in. And then Wu took the last one in, good break. Murphy tried again to get snookers and didn't really get them. So with 4-all, I'll say that given the fact that we use it with 3-1 at the mid-session, Murphy will be happy and he'll probably be more settled. But we user could be a bit more energised tonight. You'd like to think he's probably gone for a sleep in between sessions, and you'd think he'd be pumped up for it. I mean, the fact that we use his semi-final finished at like 11:30, and then media duties would have gone on to the early hours. He'll be delighted to be 4-all. It's probably mission accomplished. So this is a very, very important session, setting up ahead of tomorrow. If someone can establish an overnight lead, I'm going to say Sean Murphy is going to be 9-7 in front at the end of tonight. I know I predicted Murphy 6-2 this morning, which did not transpire. But I still think Sean Murphy's got a session in him that's just going to blow Wu Yiza away, and especially with his break-off that he's doing at the moment, he's really a tricky proposition for any snooker player. So, can't wait to see tonight. I know this is a quick video, and I apologise. I'll do a bigger video later on when I get back to the room, just to sum up the entire day. But hopefully everyone's enjoyed the snooker this afternoon, and nice one. Speak to you in a bit. Over and out. Good evening. So you joined me after beers. And also I saw the small matter of the second session of Murphy and Wu Yiza. You'll have to bear with me, I'm bloody shattered tonight. So went in 4-all, obviously. Wu Yiza won the first mini session 3-1. Looked very fluent. Murphy less so, but he wasn't like making any particularly stupid errors. It was just absurd long putting from Wu Yiza, frankly. And if that continues, there really is only one winner. If he's getting in with those long pots, sort of the way he was in this session tonight, Murphy has real problems. I will say that I already fucked up on my prediction from earlier because I said 9-7 Murphy. Not only was that colossally wrong, but also there's 9 frames played in the second session and I completely forgot about that. So the actual score is 10-7 to Wu Yiza at the moment. So he's hit double figures going into tomorrow. Murphy had a chance to make it 9-8. He made 39 and broke down. Had a shot, I mean, 2 fairly filthy shots that left pretty much everything on if he missed it, and he played safe. Wu Yiza then won the tactical battle and cleared up. So it's 10-7 to Wu Yiza. Murphy was 9-6 down and made it 9-7 and could have made it 9-8 going into tomorrow, which pretty much would have been, you know, a coin toss. The fact that Wu Yiza's got a 3 frame gap now is pretty seismic, I would suggest. It's not to say Murphy can't make it up, but Wu Yiza's level's got to drop and Murphy's got to play better. His safety in this final has been really poor. For a bloke that's being coached by Ebden, you would expect it to be a lot better, and you never really want to get in this situation as a snooker player needing sort of fouls to get back in the frame. But he's had 3 frames now where he's had real chances to get snookers. I mean, these are frames that turn matches. He's been so poor at getting snookers in them. Just like overhitting, underhitting. And Wu's been giving him real chances. It's like a massive chink in Wu Yiza's armour. After his opponent needs snookers, he doesn't really know what to do. He's just desperate to pot another ball, basically. I think tomorrow, it's a prerequisite that Murphy has to win the first mini session, and he can't lose the first mini session, shall I say. If it's 2-all, it wouldn't be a total crisis, but the session overall in the afternoon, he has to win it. And it'll be interesting to see whether he does. It'll be another 8 frames tomorrow, because they played 17 already. Yes, that's right, because then another, was it be 8? Would it be 9? Maybe it is 9, actually. Yeah, I think it's another 9 frames tomorrow afternoon. Murphy has to win that. It's as simple as that. And we'll just have to see what happens. But I think it's a minimum he's got to win at 6-3 as well. He can't win at 5-4. He's got to really impose himself tomorrow afternoon. Otherwise, he's got no chance. And if Wu wins the session, it's over. I mean, he's not going to lose. The only thing that I can think of is he gets tight. But even when he gets tight, he still knocks balls in. I mean, he doesn't get tight like the average snooker player. He's just... What I will say is, there was after the 39, when I said Murphy broke down and Wu Yiza cleared up, the shot that he hit a red in off, the initial red, he had no right to pot it. It was welded to the baulk cushion. It was a hint off straight. The ball was sort of in the middle of the table. He just got down and knocked it straight in the corner pocket and got the black. I sort of understand what the opponents mean by PlayStation snooker now, because like, when he did that, I was just like, what do you do? Because you've played a really good shot there, and he's just got down, not only potted the ball, he's got position, and then he's cleared it with a 91. Obviously against Mark Allen, we saw him dip, and Murphy has got to hope that the dips are severe enough that he can capitalise. I've been speaking to the guys in the pub tonight, and they're convinced Wu is going to win. proof will be in the pudding. We'll just have to see. I won't do a video before the afternoon sesh because I feel like I've already previewed it. But I will do one in between afternoon and evening after we know what's happened in the afternoon. Tomorrow's going to be a bit bitty in terms of sort of the day and getting the video up because I'm driving straight back to Manchester after the final session, so it may be Tuesday before I get it out. But yeah, keep patient. I'll get all the days up and we'll have all 17 days of the Crucible there. And I might do a little video in the week of sort of summing up my time here and, you know, just overall highlights and all that sort of thing. So cool. Anyway, I'm shattered. I need sleep. I'm going to sleep till probably at least 10 o'clock tomorrow. I can't wait for a little late lie-in. I hope you enjoyed the snooker tonight. I hope you enjoy the snooker tomorrow. And I will speak to you tomorrow. Have a good one. Over and out.